Over the past 25 years, I have played the role of an engineer, software engineer, globe-trotting management consultant, entrepreneur, speaker, author, mentor, and then as leadership coach, helping leaders to get to the next level. In my role as mentor and leadership coach, I have been fortunate to have opportunities to interact closely with people from many walks of life in different corners of the world, including professionals, executives, entrepreneurs, some of whom started from humble beginnings and went on to build multi-billion-dollar businesses. In that process, I was also fascinated to discover the different routes people take as they navigate their journey of life. Today, I was told the majority of people in this audience are undergraduate engineering students who are looking forward to graduate and embark on their journey of life. Has anyone told you yet to study well, study hard, and graduate with distinction? Then did someone else tell you, no matter how hard you study, no matter how high you score, there are no good jobs waiting for you? And if you have been following the news, that's one of the top concerns. The jobs are going away. Unemployment is going to rise. You are in trouble. If you follow this line of thinking, it's natural to become scared about your future. The question I would like to explore with you today is this: where did you get the idea that someone should give you a job? What makes people think that getting a job is the best thing to do in life? How did that notion come about and become so entrenched in our minds that we do not see other options? I believe there is another way, a way that most people do not see or choose to ignore. Now, what will you do if you do not get a job? Are you going to create jobs? Are you going to serve society? Are you going to tap on your creativity? Is that possible? Yes, in fact, that's what entrepreneurs do. Peter Diamandis, executive chairman of Singularity University, believes entrepreneurs will create more wealth in the next decade than in the past century. More in the next decade than the past century. Today, I would like to share with you some lessons I learned that might help you as you venture into the future. When I was growing up in Kerala, India, being an entrepreneur was looked down upon. Both my parents were government employees. They got the job on merit and they were very proud of it. They believed getting a government job was the be all and end all of life. They were happy to serve and were delighted by the fact that the government will take care of them even after they retire through pensions. They were both honest, hardworking, and proud to be government servants. And among our relatives, my parents attracted respect, envy, and admiration. But in those days, in my town, entrepreneurship is what you do when you do not get a government job and you can't even get a job in the private sector. Entrepreneurs were generally perceived as reckless, crooked, corrupt fellows who steal our resources to enrich themselves. And if you are successful in business, people would say he is crooked and well connected. If you fail in business, people would say he is good for nothing. He didn't study well. He couldn't get a job. Then he started a business and lost all the money. That fear of criticism tends to terrify and discourage people from wanting to do something different from the rest. The prevailing mindset was government jobs are the best, business is stress. As students, we were expected to strive to get a government job first. And if you can't get a government job, you can try for a job in the private sector. But then people complain about the long hours and lack of job security. The option for entrepreneurship was not even discussed. It was not on the table. Contrast that mindset with the following. A few years ago, I asked a businessman, what prompted you to leave a promising professional career and start a company? He said, if you have a job, you feed your family. If you have a company, you can also feed the society. You see, there are many problems in our society, in our country, and in our world. Governments can't solve all the problems. Governments are generally good at making great promises, but not at delivering with efficiency. That's where entrepreneurs step in. Any thriving economy anywhere in the world needs entrepreneurs to survive, thrive, and scale. If you look at developed economies, they promote entrepreneurship. Why? Because entrepreneurs have the incentive to create value, to innovate, to solve problems at scale. They sustain the economy. They also create job opportunity. After graduation as an engineer, I started off working in private companies. I too harbored secret dreams to become an entrepreneur, but had no clue on how to start. Back in 1999, I was working for a large multinational company. We had a great in-house research team that predicted the future precisely. For example, back in 1999, we were told there would be a convergence of all electronic devices. We knew back then we would soon have one device that will merge mobile phones, cameras, music, fax machines, fast internet, and wireless connectivity into one device. My colleagues and I had the right information 8 years before smartphones became widespread. But we didn't take advantage of that information. During that time, I was traveling a lot, working in new cities and new countries. Wherever I went, I faced similar problems. In each new city, I had to figure out where to live, where to eat, where to shop. I felt there might be a lot of other people who have similar problems. I can do something about that. I can use my technical skills to create an online community where expatriates in every city can come together, connect with each other, share information, and help each other. I even had a name for my entrepreneurial venture. But I was not thinking like an entrepreneur. I got so excited about my unique idea that I didn't tell anyone. What if they steal it? Eventually, I did nothing about it. Years later, Facebook and many others successfully created online communities at scale. I'm not suggesting Facebook copied my idea. What I am saying is having early ideas and early insights are great, but that's not what's important. The market does not reward your ideas. The market only rewards your successful execution. Now, compare my mindset back then to the mindset of an young entrepreneur I was coaching a few years ago. He runs a multi-billion-dollar business, highly successful, During one coaching session, he asked me my opinion about a challenge he was facing in his business. I'm no expert in his business, but I was happy to share my views. As I was sharing my ideas, I saw him playing on his phone. I was so annoyed. I asked, "Are you okay?" He said, yeah, I'm listening. I am sending messages to my team to implement the ideas you are sharing with me. I was shocked. I thought we were only having a discussion. It was not time yet for decision or implementation. Now, here is the point to note. Successful entrepreneurs do not wait to act. They are decisive and fast to act on ideas. It is just a different way of thinking. Because you do not really know whether your idea works until you test it. If it doesn't work, pivot. Find another way. Once I was having a live lunch with a billionaire entrepreneur. He told me how he started off as a manual laborer and continued his journey by spotting one opportunity after another to build his empire. When I met him, he was on a 6-week vacation. Then I asked him a stupid question. Who is taking charge of your businesses when you are on a 6-week vacation? He said, oh, I have CEOs who run my businesses. I was conditioned to think that CEOs are the heads of organizations. Then I started to notice that many CEOs are actually reporting to entrepreneurs and investors. What I've seen is that the best entrepreneurs always manage to find time for what is important for them and their family. Here is their secret. They learn how to build high-performance teams that can operate without their supervision. They develop 5 core abilities: the ability to connect, to communicate, to network, to lead, and influence. Fortunately, these are skills you can master if you're willing. Now, even if you do not want to learn these skills, there is something else you can do. Strategic coach Dan Sullivan believes you can 10x your business when you start to think who, not how. Which means when you have to do something new, don't rush to learn how to do it. Find out who knows it the best and get their help to get it done. I have noticed that the one thing that stops many competent people from becoming entrepreneurs is that they feel they are not good enough, not smart enough, or not experienced enough. What I have seen is that many high achievers are of average intelligence, but they do something really smart. They do not seek to be seen as the smartest person in the room. They are eager to attract, recruit, and surround themselves with people who are way smarter than them. They do not see talented people as a threat, but as a strategic asset to convert their vision into reality. If you look around, it is not difficult to see A graders working for C graders. Have you seen that? It's just a different way of thinking. Once I was speaking at a leadership conference. In the audience, I saw a humble looking man, and I was told he co-leads a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. His organization is one of the biggest employers in that country and known for their charitable activities. When I got a chance to speak with this gentleman privately, I asked, hey, you have already made it big. What motivates you to keep going even after you've made all this wealth? He said, I do business because it's my passion. I will do my best during my time and give it all away in the end. After meeting numerous such people around the world, I have upgraded my mindset. I am convinced entrepreneurs should not be classified as reckless, crooked, corrupt folks who steal our resources to enrich themselves. They are playing an important role in society, just like government employees or private sector employees, worthy of our respect and admiration. Now, how can you get started? Look for problems that need solutions. Listen to ideas. Share your ideas. Debate ideas. Help others. Seek inspiration. Seek collaboration with like-minded people. And don't hesitate to collaborate with people who are smarter than you. Tap on their talent, expertise, and experience. You can learn a lot. So, what path should you be taking as you navigate your journey of life? Should you become an employee or an entrepreneur? I don't know. That's a decision you need to make for yourself. But I can tell you this, even if you choose to be an employee, you can greatly benefit from thinking like an entrepreneur. And if you have that spark in you to achieve both income and impact, to serve society, or to solve problems at scale, or just to unleash your full potential during your lifetime, you can greatly benefit from thinking like an entrepreneur. It will not only help you, it can help the teams you choose to work with. It can help the society you live in. It can help you to leave a legacy.